Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. So let's take a look at the energies of the week. So what is coming, and let's have a certain guidance for you for this week. So you see three groups that you can choose from. Just decide and pick a group, and then I will see you at your reading, and let's see what is in store for you for this week. So hello to those who chose group number 1. So this is kind of a reminder for you that you need to be just, to just let things be and relax, and that you don't need to force anything. So we start the reading with the 9 of Pearls. This is the first card. Is a tarot card, and this is all about being stable, independent, very rich inside. So we see this beautiful lady standing and just enjoying the nature and the wind. And of course in this tarot, pearls are pentacles. So this is, and the number 9 is also a number of completion. So maybe you have completed something, maybe you can feel proud of yourself. So in this week, the focus should be on your richness, inner and external. So perhaps something, you will realize that something that perhaps you've been striving for is already within reach or already yours. So this is a theme of self-worth and confidence and maturity. You don't have to prove anything. And then it's paired with the last quarter moon in Cancer, saying take a breather. So this is like a pause point. So Cancer is all about sensitivity and memories and protection. So perhaps this week may stir old feelings or family themes. Perhaps you are also emotionally tired, but we have a very gentle message that you are allowed to breathe, to slow down, and perhaps you don't need to respond immediately to everything. Don't let yourself be triggered. And sometimes some things just dissolve when you stop pushing or striving. So just allow yourself to rest and relax, and perhaps be surrounded by people you care for, and allow yourself to get the support and care you need. And the last quarter moon is about releasing and integrating. So the moon is already preparing for the next cycle. So emotionally, this means that you are like exhaling, releasing the old. So just enjoy this phase of the moon, because you have achieved a lot already, and now it's time to acknowledge it and enjoy it. And we have also the Today card right next to it, present and now, in the moment, again emphasizing the entire reading. So your power is presence, not worrying about what's coming or reprocessing what's already happened, but just be here. And we have these beautiful flowers, just focusing on the present moment. And perhaps if you stay in the present moment, you may notice that anxiety or worries just calm down naturally. And so this is like a mindfulness week, not a planning week. And with the Destiny card, so it's saying that things are unfolding that are not random. So something is happening within you, whether you see it or not, that is like part of a larger path, and you're being guided. And you can trust the guidance. And it's a very reassuring card that you're not falling behind, and you are exactly where you need to be. And then we have the Beyond the Ego card. It says surrender to the flow of life. Again, this is like the soul message of the whole week. So It's not about trying to control outcomes or other people or reactions. Just release this ego's need to manage and cope and control. So it's a very gentle week. It's about surrender and not resistance. So trust, don't overthink, and allow yourself to become aligned with higher plan or higher forces, and don't force anything. Just soften and breathe and allow things to unfold. So I hope this resonated, and I wish you a pleasant week. And hello to those who chose group number 2. So here we have quite an intense week, which is all about clarifying and releasing and liberating. Ultimately, it is all about liberation. So we begin with the 10 of Swords, and this is like the card of rock bottom and a kind of finality. So something has reached its absolute limit. Here we see a heart pierced with swords, so you may feel emotionally exhausted, disappointed, or perhaps you feel you're done with a situation or some kind of pattern, and your heart may be very tired. So the message here is this is over, and it will not harm you again. So now you have acknowledged the pain, you have faced the pain, perhaps you have gone through very difficult times or moments, but now this is also a promise that now that's it. You cannot fall anywhere else. You have reached the bottom, you have gone through the turmoil, you've been hurt, and now there is only the only way to go is up. And right next to it we have the first quarter moon in Gemini, and we see these two people talking, and it says, speak your world into being. So perhaps you have been suppressing something or not saying something. So this week, your voice matters. This is all about communication and truth-telling. Perhaps you will feel called to speak honestly or even set a boundary and name things. Don't avoid them, but name them. Perhaps you have to message them, write them down, or just tell somebody something important, something that matters to you, something from that pierced heart. And so this is not about being loud, it's about being clear. Sometimes people confuse the two. They think that if they speak loud, they're clear, but it's not true. Clarity doesn't need any kind of yelling. It is just there, being expressed in a very peaceful way. And we see these two figures in the card just openly talking to each other with this like leaves falling between them, like words, sharing the words, communicating. And the first quarter moon is action after intention. So if the new moon is intention, the first quarter is when the moon has moved into the phase of action. So you need to do something now with your words. You need to perhaps go into some action literally and speak your mind and decide something. And right next to this card we have the retaliation card, punish and payback and revenge, which it doesn't mean that you should seek revenge, but perhaps it's revealing your temptation because you're reacting from your hurt ego or anger or just being offended, and perhaps you feel justified in striking back or defending yourself aggressively. So don't go on that level. Now your power is in restraint and clarity and responding through the higher level, so to give a higher response and speak your truth, but not aggressively. Otherwise, you just get entangled in the same cycle over and over again. So you need to keep your energy intact, closed, in the sense of not leaking energy, which we do if we take revenge. And so this is not about reacting, it's about engaged and intensive action with clarity. And we have the completion card right next to it, which kind of emphasizes again the Ten of Swords that already hinted at some kind of closing. So there is a cycle truly closing, perhaps a relationship dynamic or a long emotional chapter or mindset or something that you had to endure. And there is this sense of relief and resolution, even if it's still hard emotionally. So whatever has been happening, you're not meant to carry it forward. So you are about to release the burdens and face it, even if it may still be hurtful. And you have the way of faith as your guidance through this dark forest with kind of lights that we see in the image. So it says, let faith be your guide. So this is the soul message. Whenever the logic fails or there is no more explanations left or something feels incomplete, have faith in the sense of trust. This is like a quiet trust that life is rearranging things in your favor. And you don't need all the answers yet. Just move and just keep walking without planning everything, and especially without reacting. So this is like a moment of truth that gives way to completion, and this completion is opening the door to peace. So in this week, choose truth over reaction and trust that whatever is ending, it is meant to be ending, and you have gone through enough. And now enough is enough. So close the chapter, accept the peace, and trust that everything is aligning in your favor. I hope this was helpful, and see you in some next reading. Bye-bye. And hello to those who chose group number 3. This week for you is all about renewal. So there is this recognition and hope and healing ahead for you, after perhaps some kind of effort or waiting. So the first card that we see is a tarot card, Six of Wands, which opens the reading with this feeling of victory and validation, and also a kind of a recognition for your effort. Perhaps you've done something and you haven't received much external acknowledgement, but now you are about to receive it, and it does matter. So this week is about recognition, inner and outer, and also you will be restoring your confidence because you know you are on the right path. And right next to it, we have this beautiful new moon in Sagittarius, focus on the positive. So this is all about a fresh beginning, giving you a new meaning. Sagittarius is all about finding meaning and a new direction and having faith in the development, and it takes you far into the future. So you are now invited to choose optimism, to be emotionally and spiritually open and optimistic. Well, the new moon is all about planting intentions. It's a beginning of a new cycle. And here you are invited to do so with faith and optimism. So to trust that your whatever you want, whatever you wish for is going to be fulfilled. And we have this beautiful wish card right next to the new moon in Sagittarius saying hope and praying and yearning. And well, this card is saying that something that you long for, something that you wish for is coming true. Again, this little Buddha right next to the new moon in Sagittarius is like reinforcing the message of faith and higher realms of hope and having this high vision. So you are setting your goals high and you can trust them. You will win. If there is something that you want to win, or something that you want to achieve, you are going to achieve it. This is a clear message. And right next to it we have the recovery, of course, card, again emphasizing that you are healing from something. And so perhaps it's an emotional recovery or physical, material, whatever. So you are repairing trust in yourself or life. And we see this image of the key in the picture. You're being handed the key. So whatever door you felt were closed are now opening. And there is nothing you need to do, no need to rush it. Just allow it to integrate. And of course, right below we have happy life card, and with an invitation to live a less guarded life. So perhaps you have been protecting yourself or shielding yourself from influences because you had to fight or you had to strive for something. But now you're being encouraged to lower your armor enough to allow the joy in again. So this is a very hopeful and very beautiful heart healing week. You're going to receive the recognition. If you've been waiting for some positive news, they are coming. If you wanted to be perhaps gain something or discover something or be acknowledged, you're going to be. And nothing needs to be pushed, just allow it to happen. And it's about experiencing joy and trusting life. So enjoy your week. It's a very positive week ahead. And I will see you in some next reading.